Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Hattrick with me, SAPPHIRE and FC Pigneto. So, we are on the first week of our third season and what a week! We had quite a lot of luck in our matches. But before I get to that, I wanted to show you the last update on our players because I finalized everything that I wanted to. We now have a new trainee called Sigurd Bittis, who is 17 years old and 85 days. Now I was hoping to get someone between 18 and 19 years old who would have defending of at least 10, rather 11, but Sigurd is actually really good for his age. Having defending 8 and playmaking 6 at this age is giving him quite a lot of potential. Even if you compare him with our other trainee, who I thought was pretty good, you can see that this guy, Joseph Vellon, is 18 years old and 1 day, has the same level of defending, but his playmaking is only 5, while Sigurd has playmaking of 6. So these guys have a lot of potential. I'd also like to mention that Sigurd, and I think Joseph as well, both of these guys are amazing even when it comes to their traits. Sigurd is a sympathetic guy who is calm and upright. Joseph is a pleasant guy who is calm and honest. And you can see that both of them have passable leadership, making them a potential future coaches. So really, these guys have a bright future ahead of them. So I managed to do that, and we already played a couple of matches where these guys actually went in and played. You can see that we had a cup match and a series match. So I'm going to start by the cup match because that one was really interesting. We played on the stadium called... we played on my stadium. Okay, my bad. Actually, I thought we were playing away, but no, we played on my stadium. Okay, so we earned 38,516 euros, and we got 2/3 out of that, so a pretty decent income. I'm pretty happy about that. We won 3-1, and there were no injuries, nothing. Only one yellow card to Alfonso Del Ana, who's not even our guy. Yeah, and he's temperamental and infamous, so you can see that this guy would probably cause a lot of trouble. So we had a fine time. We really did well, and we already have the next match scheduled with FC Orion. As far as series goes, we had our first match today against Pika. And Pika has been a sort of a wild card in my plans. I was really hoping that we wouldn't face our player teams. There are two so early in the game. Rantole is the one that got demoted to us. And considering how much people they have in their fan club, we can see that they are probably 4, 5, maybe even more seasons old. So I don't really rank my chances against them very high. But Pika has been here since the very beginning with us, and it is a team of a similar strength as mine. And actually every single match that we had with them ended in a draw. It was 0-0 and 1-1. So it was really important for me to win this first match because this... Actually, if you look at it as far as the series goes, we can beat any bot without any problem. We will probably not beat Rantole. So that means that the only one that we can actually beat is Pika. And if we beat them, we're second. If they beat us, we are third. So beating Pika 5-2 is a huge thing for us so early in the season. Because A, it demotivates them, which is something that I am really happy about. We were also not playing on our own stadium, so the next match we'll play with them probably at the end of the season. I'm not sure how the fixtures go. When are we going to play with Pika? Oh, it's going to be the very last match of the season. And this one will be played at home. So we can build up to that, making sure that our team is at best possible condition, making a match of the season. And if we are very lucky, it's going to be a bombastic match that's going to end up in a draw, and then we're second, or in a victory, then we're second. Or if we lose, then it's going to come up to all of the other matches and how well we're going to perform. So I secured pretty much right off the bat, second place in the season, or at least it seems this way unless something goes horribly, horribly wrong. Now, this, however, took a bit of a toll because we played a match of the season against Pika on our team spirit. So the team is really furious right now. That does not go well with the fact that we're playing Rantole next week. I don't have a problem with that. They have a slightly higher power rating. We're just going to play with the A team against them, but we're going to play it cool. Maybe we can get a draw. Who knows? If we're lucky. If we're unlucky, we're going to get beaten. And then, it's cool. It's fine. I don't have a problem with that. As far as the cup match goes, we're playing against someone who is... Well, everyone says that they will win and we will lose, but on the other hand, we're going to play it cool. Again, I really need to focus on the series this season, so let's hope that we can get a draw here, maybe an easy victory, maybe they'll underestimate us, who knows, we'll see, but I wouldn't see my chances very high. So, cup match will probably be the last one, then we're going to play with Frontoway. Both of these matches are going to be played cool, so we're going to boost a bit our team spirit, and we're going to take it off from there because we're going to play with all of the bots next, so that's kind of fine. Who celebrated today's match was our fans, who thought that they have the edge. Actually, they rated Pika higher than us, and the fact that we have won boosted their mood by 2 levels to dancing in the streets. So I'm expecting, as it played out today, tomorrow we'll probably get like 10, maybe 11 fans, depending on how the game is going to rank us, and that will be really nice. So our team is probably going to start a really nice roll where we are going to gain more and more fans as the season progresses, because we're going to be beating everyone. Apart from these two, you see we will lose and they have the edge, then it starts turning into we will win, and that's probably the rating we're going to have with all of the bot teams. So I'm happy with that. We can just coast on there, play it cool, make sure no one gets hurt, no one will bother us. We'll have all of these friendlies, train our team, and continue with our overall strategy, building up the strength. So yeah, now that I explained everything, I wanted to stop at the Pika match and show you a couple of things, because it was really exhilarating. I was watching it with my friend Blood Raven as his match was also going, and I was kind of surprised how many people showed up for the match so early in the season. Like, their stadium was nearly full and they got a bank out of this, so I'm hoping that our other matches are going to be as profitable, because damn, this is really good. It was also pretty harrowing, because we started very strong. We scored 3 goals, and then suddenly they scored 2 in the span of 10 minutes. So I was really worrying there. And then suddenly we scored the 4th and 5th goal, making sure that we have it in the bag. Unfortunately, we had an injury. It wasn't my player, but still, I feel sorry for them because I didn't want them to have that. And we got a yellow card. So did they, though. So yeah, but it was the first one where we actually beat Pika, as I mentioned, and I'm happy about that because our positions were very, very good, and chance distribution was actually a bit in favor for Pika. In the beginning, they got like 4 chances, and we got 2. We turned both, and then it started to tilt in our favor. So that's good. I mean, when you look at the HTSI, Wage, Form, Stamina, the Stamina is the only one where they actually were better, but in everything else, Experience, Form, Wage, TSI, and H, we were much, much stronger. Here's the overall stats. You can see we had a much higher midfield, they actually had a slightly higher right defense, and also central defense. And left defense. Okay, so we had a much stronger midfield, but they were stronger in the defense. But in the offense, we got the central attack to ourselves, while they had right attack and left attack slightly stronger. Indirect set pieces were pretty cool on both sides. Attack, the same thing. But again, the game favored us. Head stats wise, there wasn't that much difference. Actually, the game has ranked us only 11 higher. So, yeah. Well, you can see the difference really is in the midfield. That is the important part. The midfield attack was about the same. Defense, they had slightly stronger. So that's what I was saying. And that's kind of interesting. They were playing the counter attacks. I think that might have really hurt them because I saw that they didn't have such high experience in that. I think it was said like 9. Where was that? Said here somewhere. Here it is. Because it's in the very beginning. Huh. For the match strategy, Picas decided to use their formidable ability to counter-attack whenever possible. So, yeah, I think that might have bitten them in the rear because we dominated the forward and central field for us. So we only left them defense, and I guess that's not... Well, actually, that would be great for counter-attacks, but if they really didn't have that much in the midfield... I'm not really that versed in the tactics. I guess Blood Raven could tell you a bit more. Okay, so anyway, that was the first round. Made me very happy. Financial-wise, we are sitting on so much cash that there really isn't anything that can stop us. Even if we are going to bleed money this week, which I actually don't even think, because Stadium... Those are expenses. Match takings? Oh yeah, because that was before the... Okay, so the match that we had in the cup was before the financial update. So that one is here. So this week it seems like we got nothing. But last week we did pretty well. Yeah, I'm cool. I'm even thinking that I should have taken a different sponsor, because the inner piece is going to give us money every week. And for every week match played, but we could have, if we really went for it, we could have gotten a better deal while taking like more money for victories or more money for every victory at home. Yeah, would have served as well. But in the piece is the safe option. Okay, and I think that is all for this week. The last thing that I actually have to do is we have to fire one of our keepers. We still have Domenico Gargaglia, and I really don't need him. I tried to sell him twice. Neither time he sold because he's a nasty fellow who is dishonest. So I'm just going to fire him. Unfortunately, that is sad, but yes, we need to fire him. And what I actually found kind of funny is that when you look at the transfers, we actually sold the worst player, worst keeper for 1,000, and he was already fired. So I don't know what happened there, if it was a mistake made by Sorena IFC or what they were doing. They just bought someone and then immediately fired him. Kind of weird. Maybe they didn't know what they were doing. Anyway, this was a really good week. I'm happy with what has happened to us. I'm happy that we're starting a pretty good foundation here. And next week we're going to see how we're going to play, or actually how we played, because it's going to be in the future against Romtoli. I expect a crushing defeat there. But again, who knows? We'll see. Maybe the RNG will be in our favor, because this game is still based on RNG, as actually is everything in your life. So yeah, I guess that's not that much divorced from reality. Anyway, thank you very much for joining me, and I'll see you next time with more Hattrick.